sketchy shit happens here. Don't worry, bud, we'll buff out them scratches. They're gonna be on Snapchat. New front wheel drive model. Alright guys, what's going on? We are out in the home shop. The lovely Samantha is with us. We're going to talk about a product today called POR15 and talk about some of the progress on the twin supercharged Fox body build. If this is your first time on the channel, I'm going to make this quick. We do tool reviews, car reviews. We are working on a twin supercharged Fox body project. Yes, you heard that correctly. I'll wander over here and show you the superchargers. They are laying on my bench right there. So those are going to go on a carbureted 5-liter V8. So today we're going to talk about our progress with the oil pan and a wonderful product that I've used called POR15. We also do tool reviews and just the day in the life of an automotive technician, stuff like that. So if you haven't subscribed, go down below right there and subscribe to the channel, because when we get to 500 subscribers, we are giving you another tool. And we're really close, guys. I think we need like 60 some subscribers to make that happen, and then you're getting a tool. So we got the wood stove heated up. Let's get this video rolling. All right, so I gotta go grab something out of the truck really quick. One of the other types of vehicles that frequents our channel is 86 to 93 Mazda pickup. So I'm gonna run out there and show you guys really quick what I did. So we've been on kind of a spending freeze so that we can get this Fox body done, but I did have to make one purchase. So we're gonna show you. Oh, it's cold out here. We got a little truck toolbox because I'll show you why. This is like an average weekend of me bringing stuff home. Snap-on, Mac, all sorts of expensive stuff in there. Probably worth more than the whole truck and toolbox combined. But it's cold out here. Let's get back in the garage. So for the Fox body project, we redid the oil pan. I went to buy one online and they are about 265 bucks. So I said, no, I'll just recoat it myself. And the product we use is called POR15. This used to be called a super starter kit. Maybe they still have that, but you get the 2 prep products, the can, a pair of gloves, a little brush, and it works pretty well. So I'm not sponsored by POR15 in any way or anything like that. I'm gonna flip this over really quick and just show you what the finished product looked like. So you can see we still have some pitting a little bit to where the old rust was that I had to remove from the oil pan itself. But that's okay, and I could have smoothed it completely flat, but this is an oil pan, you guys. No one else is going to see that, and it sticks better to rough surfaces, so I left it like that. Alright guys, so basically this product comes in 3 stages. There's 3 different stages that you apply to your piece of metal that you're working on so that it turns out nice and the finish lasts. I can attest to this stuff being very strong. If you get it on your hands or any other part of your body, it don't come off for like a month. You kind of wait for Mother Nature to take it off. I got it on my hands one time. I tried using solvents, all sorts of other stuff to get it off. It don't come off. And it's really tough. Think of like a powder coat of sorts. I have finished products like this and then dropped them on the ground, and no chips, no cracks like you would get with normal spray paint in a rattle can. Stick around to the end of this video because we got a couple announcements of other projects and similar content that we have coming up. So the first step is you grind down the rust on your project. So I'm going to insert a couple pictures while we talk about this so you can kind of see what happens. Initially this oil pan looked pretty rough, so I made sure there was no through rust anywhere, and then I stripped it. I used some chemical stripping methods as well as a drill, a wire wheel, stuff like that. Once you get it nice and prepped, the first thing you do is use their degreaser product right here. So you use this degreaser and you strip down all the cleaners and solvents or whatever you might use to clean it off, get all the loose dirt and debris off of there. You just have to make sure that the loose rust is off. It doesn't have to be super smooth, like I said. That actually seems to help this product stick better in the years that I've been using this. And then you use the metal prep. Now when you use the metal prep, you can actually see the rust transform. I believe it's a zinc coating that ends up being converted on the rust itself. And then the important part is, you guys, you have to follow these steps perfectly, okay? I've read lots of reviews of this stuff being crap. I've used it myself for probably 10 years now. I started using this when I was like 15 years old in high school on the old beater cars that I would drive around. And it works great if you follow the prep process correctly. If you don't do that, it's not gonna work. So the next step, you take this metal prep and you're gonna wet the surface down, and you have to keep it wet for at least a half an hour. Now this is the part that takes patience. You don't want to dilute it either. You just use this stuff straight out of the bottle, dip a little sponge brush in there, and this is the part that takes time. You have to keep this thing wet for a half an hour. So you just sit there for a half an hour and wet the product down until that time is elapsed, and then this surface has to be bone dry before you apply the other coating. So we'll go over here. The last step is the POR15 itself, which you can see I have a glove sealing the can, because once you use this, you guys, the pot life isn't very great. This is the POR15 itself. It's a black, thick coating. When you brush it on, you're gonna see streaks. Don't worry about it. When it dries, it actually kind of levels itself out when it dries. You can see on my oil pan, we got a really beautiful glossy black finish on that thing there. You guys, it's not gonna always look the prettiest until it cures fully. After it cures, I recommend using a top coat. I don't have that here with me, but the top coat is an aerosol can. That is actually what that is coated with. That is UV protected. Side note, do not spray the POR15 that you get in this kit. The top coat is different. It is safe. It comes in an aerosol can. This stuff you do not want to spray. People have died breathing the vapors of this stuff in. If they run it through a spray gun, also it's going to wreck your spray gun because it's super thick, and it's not paint, you guys. It's a rust preventative coating. So this product is really great. Now let's get on to some of the other stuff that we're going to do. We're focusing on the motor right now, you guys, because we got the car pretty much stripped. The interior is out. All the old sound deadening is out. Our floorboards are going to be coming soon. So that is the only other thing we're going to touch with the body until spring when it warms up, because I don't want to run any Bondo, any glazing putty, anything like that when I just have my wood stove that I'm working with. We got to have consistent temperatures for everything to cure. So my plan is we're going to get the motor done and assembled, and then we're going to put it back in the car and start routing up our intercooler piping and the superchargers, everything like that, so we know exactly what we have to do when the car is beautified, and then we can put everything together. This is my first time, you guys, filming a project that's as extensive as this, so I don't know, you know, it's slow. It's a really slow process. It's not like when you watch a car show and in 3 days they have a frame off restoration done, especially on my income, you guys. So I'm going to film as much of this as I think is going to be interesting for you guys, but the motor is going to go to the machine shop this week. I'm going to load it up in the pickup, take it there. I was going to clean it myself before we painted, but I think that it would be better just to have them do it because I want them to put cam bearings in as well. So I'm going to show you what we got for the engine block. All right, so I went out and found Eastwood factory OEM Ford Blue engine block paint. So this is the Ford Blue that was used from 1966 to 1980. So technically some of the 5.0s in the Fox bodies, the early Fox bodies, would have this paint on them. So this was very expensive. I bought 2 cans of the blue just because I didn't want to run out in case we didn't have enough. And it actually has a little button on top there. You can see there's a button on the bottom. So this paint actually has a catalyst hardener built into it. And it's high temp. This is meant for an engine block. If I'm doing this, I'm gonna do it right. This was ridiculously expensive. I paid $104 for 2 cans of paint and 1 can of primer. But if I'm doing this, you guys, we're gonna make it look good. We're gonna make it right. So that is what's coming up next for the Fox body. All right, couple announcements of what we got coming up. Also, we got some Icon goodies. I have the Icon Comfort Grip 1/2" ratchet, along with the Icon ratcheting stubbies. Yep, they're not in there because I'm using them, you guys. I wanted to give myself a couple weeks with these tools, see how I think they perform, and then I'm gonna take that ratchet, I'm gonna take it apart side by side with my comparable snap-on ratchet. We're gonna see physically how close that product is. So far, you guys, I've really liked the Icon tools. Also, I'm gonna have a little bit of a sandblasting party. We're gonna take the superchargers that are sitting over there to my buddy Steven's shop. You've seen him on the channel before. His dad's got a nice sandblaster. He's also got some vintage Shelbys, a couple 911s, a 930 turbo, and a Carrera 4S. So if we can see that shop, I'll give you a little tour of that. Again, that's gonna be a couple weeks away. In addition, Corey is gonna hook up 220 to my stove over there so we can powder coat some of the accessories for the Fox body as well. When we're ready to powder coat, I will show you kind of what I do to get professional powder coating results in a garage at home, you guys. That's what this whole project's about. You can see right there in that box, that's my powder coating setup. No air compressor, even though if we needed it, we got a big ass air compressor right there. And yes, it is 110% possible to buy my kit over there that I paid $50 for. We have a big air compressor right there. You don't necessarily need that. This kit doesn't require an air compressor, and then you're gonna take a $25 stove like that over there off of Craigslist and get professional results. Look at this. This is a valve cover for a Mazda pickup that I powder coated in that oven. I paid about 15 bucks for the powder. I'll flip over so you can actually see it up close.
So it's a little dusty, but this is a Crinkle Aqua valve cover for a Mazda pickup that I coated in my oven with a $50 powder coating kit that requires no air compressor at all.
So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that this answers some questions about the POR15 product, and I really hope you subscribe. Go smash that like button and the bell button down below so you're updated every time that we create a video. The twin supercharged Fox body, I'm so excited to be bringing this to you guys. It's slow, but we're gonna keep plugging away at it one piece at a time. So I hope you guys enjoy. Again, hit that like button. The YouTube algorithm really likes it when you do that. Also, subscribe. Once we get to 500 subscribers, you guys, we're giving you another tool. It's red. It's gonna be a Milwaukee tool. There, I spilled it. It's Milwaukee. So go share the video, do whatever you can to help us grow. I truly appreciate it. Thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. Wave. Yeah. I swear they never really understand me. I need a comment like I need a Grammy. She lays the flow with her designer panties.